Hello and welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from Yahoo Answers and attempt to provide the best advice from...
Why are steering wheels never in the middle of the car?
2.
Is a broom called a broom because it brushes a room?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joining with me this week, as always, is Marcus.
Hello.
And Damien.
Broom, broom, let's shake the room.
I love that he didn't tell us about that one.
He didn't tell us at all. He just, slipped it in.
You're like someone on I feel like someone in play school. They'd have like a magician come in or like a rapper, but he's a play school rapper.
Is it play school?
It's educational rap.
Yeah,
It's
right.
educational. You would be good at educational rap.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. That's maybe the most offensive thing someone's ever said to me.
Offensive? Why is that offensive? You're good with words and you can rhyme really well.
I like to
And
think
you look lame as fuck.
that's basically what you said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
What, you think the people in play school look lame?
I like to think of myself as the bad boy of the podcast, and being an educational rapper does not jive with that at all.
All right, look.
You could be. I reckon you could be like a Sesame Street sort of regular.
Stop, this is enough.
You know what?
He would have his rag on his head, and then he just walks.
They wouldn't even need a Muppet. He'd just be.
Oh my god.
He is the Muppet.
just walks in.
Okay, first you assassinate my character. Now you're just insulting the way I look. I don't like the way this podcast is
All I'm
started
saying
off.
is you look a lot like Grover. That's all I'm saying.
Look, you can just walk. Like, there's real people that come on with Sesame Street all the time.
Well, look, I have.
You can rap. Who would you rap with?
Who do you think has like the best rhyming skills of Sesame Street?
Yeah,
got
like
flow?
not Elmo.
I think the Count
Although,
does.
Tom, can you do some of that Elmo voice?
I think after doing it once is enough.
I kind of feel like the Count would be the best hype man.
Yeah.
He counts.
Yeah, and he'll go, huh, huh.
That's
huh.
right,
Like,
yeah.
You'll lay down like a sick line, and then he'll go,
That's right, yeah.
I feel like Snuffleupagus would be the best because
yeah.
he's I don't know, he's got like a
Is he the one that's depressed?
yeah.
Yeah. He's like
He'd have like the real rawest lyrics. I
Yes.
feel.
he's the Eeyore of Sesame
Sesame
Street.
Street, yeah.
Might as well go die now.
Well, seeing as you guys are insulting my looks,
Okay.
I actually
you
have
look beautiful.
Thank you. I actually for a Muppet. I actually
Well, you said that.
Actually, considering there's a hand up your ass right now.
I have a King's Conundrum.
All right.
That is
Oh.
actually directly related to my looks.
All right.
Usually, for those who don't know, who have never listened to the show before, we used to deal with people's problems off Yahoo Answers.
Yep.
Sometimes we like to bring our own problems to the table, so I have a King's Conundrum for you guys.
Ooh, right off the bat.
Right off the bat. And this actually stemmed from something that I sent you guys earlier in the week. I don't know how intentively you looked at it, but as I was cleaning through my house, I came across my graduation photos.
Yes. Yes. No, I don't know if you said that to Tom.
I did send it to him. Okay.
Yes, it was on Snapchat.
Anyway,
I did see that.
I saved the
I
photo.
did see that.
and I'm never going to release these photos because I plan to one day run for Lord Mayor of Melbourne, and I feel like this will hurt my chances.
I don't know, maybe.
I feel like they'd be photoshopping a penis into your hand. Instead of the diploma.
Instead of my diploma in my
It's
chest.
just put a penis in their hand.
We digress. So it's essentially, I never bought the photos, but they send you, I guess, like 10 to 15 of the best photos.
Yeah.
And you pick from there and you order it, right?
Like proofs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the photos were really bad. I started laughing, show my girlfriend, exact same reaction.
Yeah.
And it kind of threw me into this loop of like, I've got my wedding coming up and remembering that I don't know how to smile for photos.
Oh, hold on. It must be something in this. Well, Tom, you're a good smiler.
Thank you.
I am a bad smiler
Dude,
too.
it's so hard.
I've been told off about my smiling.
What
I was in a wedding.
Yeah, same.
And I was in a party, and they said, and I got told, Marcus, you need to learn how to smile. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm the same. And the funny thing was,
Can't relate. Sorry, boys.
Yes.
Tom, you got a beautiful smile.
You got them pearly whites, brother.
Damn, I don't know what it is. You guys smile like Ben Affleck from Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Which is like, I think Fincher purposely cast him, Ben Affleck, because he was like...
Can't smile.
He like Googled creepy smiles. And Ben Affleck came up.
I must have been the second result.
You're
for
a
that.
close second. You're the stunt double, not stunt double. You're the
Stunt
like
cock.
Yes, you're the stunt cock.
Thank you. Anyway, and I remember when I got those photos back, a bit like my mum wanted me to buy one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mum, you don't understand, these are really bad. And her thinking, they're fine. And I showed them to her and she was like, you're right. Let's not buy one.
They ain't so fine.
And even the guy who took the photos on the day, I kind of felt like I was getting a weird vibe from him. I'm like, I'm just imagining it because he was trying to position me. It didn't work.
Something's wrong with my camera. And then quickly you realise,
Am I out of focus?
no, it's what's on the other end of the camera.
So I guess my equipment faulty. I started getting self-conscious of it. And then later in the day, me and my girlfriend watching TV, and the episode of Friends came on where Chandler struggles to smile for his engagement pictures.
Was actually just going to bring this up.
Yes,
perfectly.
right? And everyone's laughing. It's a funny situation. I didn't see the humor in it, Marcus. I felt for Chandler. This is
The One Time Friends wasn't a comedy.
yes, I was very sad for him.
It was actually that was a drama.
So I've actually started. I'm legitimately considering getting smiling lessons.
Okay.
So I looked into it. I googled it.
Is it?
Well, here's the thing. The most results I got was either for a dentist.
Yeah.
So like the tagline's like, improve your smile.
Yeah.
And the other results I kept getting was apparently in the 2018 Olympics in Russia, because their public servants aren't like that nice to foreigners.
Yeah.
Learn how
As
to
like a
smile.
government initiative, they taught them how to smile.
Oh.
They gave them smiling lessons, right?
Yeah.
Like be nice to the foreigners.
Yeah,
Smile.
right, come on.
So I actually made a listing for Airtasker on how to get smiling lessons.
Interesting.
Yes. And not to confuse people at home, Airtasker, we have our own Airtasker. It's H-E-I-R Tasker.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
right.
we use.
Yeah.
The royals
Yeah,
use.
the royal
The
task.
peasants
That'll be-
use Airtasker,
Yeah.
A-I-R, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a difference.
Air Tasker, yeah.
So
I
I'm
get
going to
that.
read the listing to you guys and then kind of list off the results that I got.
Cool.
And then after this, I want your opinions on what I should do to maybe help me with my smile for the
okay.
wedding.
Okay. Who you should go with?
Well, no, you should go. Oh, if you got some tips. I mean,
Okay.
Tom is the smile guru, as we've
Yeah,
established.
I wouldn't take advice from
how
me,
this
but
happened.
Tom maybe, yeah.
All right,
sure.
so here's my listing. All right, I wrote, this is not a joke listing. With my wedding coming up, I was hoping to get lessons on how to give a picture-perfect smile. I have no idea what to do with my face when a camera is pointed at it. Looking for some pointers. Thanks.
Yeah.
And I surprisingly got a lot of people. I put $50 is what I listed it for, by the
Yeah,
way.
right, right.
I was like, that seems.
Wait a second. So you're asking for advice for $50. So if someone gives you advice, who would you pay?
No, it's a lesson. So they're gonna come meet me in person and
okay.
give me a smiling lesson.
Okay.
Imagine a swimming lesson.
Yeah.
But for
Fine.
Take a couple of letters out of that word.
Yeah. So I got like a large myriad of. I got people who are like. Someone did modeling. I got a wedding photographer who said, I want you to come with your partner and I will just like basically do pre-photos for your
Yeah,
wedding.
Yeah.
I had a landscaper who was just like,
It's like I can scape I can landscape your backyard and your face.
know what makes you
surely
smile?
I can manscape. Yeah.
Rake these leaves up, that makes me smile.
And his approach was kind of funny. He's like, good news. I have a face. I have a mouth. I have teeth. I can help you smile.
I can
right?
have you smile. Yeah, but look, we can all do that,
Yeah,
man.
I had someone who did modeling, and this is one that stood out for me.
Yep.
And you'll see, all right. First off, he undercut the price. Some people wanted to charge me $60. This guy went 40.
Hold on. How do you get to like? Oh, he's getting just a lesson for
Teach him how to
$50.
smile.
No, I'm gonna make it $60.
It's interesting, right? Because this person even wrote in their listing, the one who wanted to charge me 60, that they didn't have. They're like, I have experience in modeling, but they're like, and I'll do research online. It's like, motherfucker, I can do
wow,
research
yeah,
online.
yeah, right.
I can look it up anyway.
Does he know that you are very
she.
good online? Or does she know?
Yes. Here is the one that stood out to me.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you how I feel about it. I just want to get your thoughts on it, right?
Okay.
So $45 this guy is
Ooh.
offering me.
And it's a guy?
Yes.
Okay.
He wrote, hey man, surely you're not that far off. You look like a bit of a snack in your pic, so it shouldn't be too hard of a job. Let me know and we can get a drink or something, smiley face.
Good Lord.
All right.
I think this guy's confused Tinder for Airtasker. I think he's got his apps mixed up.
Right.
Oh, right? Doesn't that read like he's like hitting
he's
on
trying to
me?
hit
He
on
called you
you.
a snack, dude.
yeah,
Like,
he called you a snack.
So wait,
And for the uninitiated, snack is slang for somebody who looks so good you want to eat them up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're unaware. I'm not saying you're unaware. I know you're a snack. You're a snack yourself, Marcus.
I like
so-
eating snacks. It's delicious.
you're a little snack.
I like little snacks too. That's for the French. That's the French ones.
We are, I will say it, le snack. Wow, that's full on, dude.
Yeah,
It is.
That's
so
like-
I wouldn't go with that guy.
I know, because it sounds like he's trying to break up my marriage, not help it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll make you smile, baby.
Yes, yes. I have my ways.
Maybe if you go bring your fiance just in case it's like a muscle backup.
like-
What if he's like, shit, we can make this work?
all right.
I like the photographer one.
I think that's a good idea,
That
but,
makes
and that's
so
also
much
good
sense,
for
right?
them to sort of maybe
They
push
might
into, like,
they might think, I don't know if you have your photography yet, but they might think, oh, maybe if I take a photo of them, like the pre-shots, I can get them as a photographer.
More business, yeah.
If you already got one, it's like, well, little do you know. But
I just
whatever.
think there's nothing more awkward. Like, the photographer way seems natural. I can't imagine, imagine sitting down with somebody you don't know and them, like, just face to face teaching you how to smile. How
Yeah.
awkward that lesson would be.
Yeah. I find smiling very, like, easy to do if I'm having a good time, but if I'm put on the spot, like,
Yeah,
which
same.
photos are, it's just like, hey, smile, and then I put the smile and I get told, you got the cheesiest grin, it looks so stupid.
Are we overthinking this time? Do you reckon on the
I think
day
you're right.
it'll
I
come
mean,
naturally?
I don't really think much about smile. The funny thing is, I think maybe overthinking is probably the problem.
Yeah.
Marcus, hold him down and knock his teeth out.
Take his teeth.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The other thing as well. I've seen you know what it is as well. I think I've looked at photos, especially when I'm smiling in a photo, and I comment, I'm like, oh, my eyes are like really like close together. Like I'm almost like
You're focusing too hard.
And then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to open my eyes. So then the next photo, I open my eyes, and then I'm like,
headlights.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea where you've gone to the point of looking at Airtasker and seeing what can happen.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how it all goes. I want to hear the follow-up.
I want to hear the photo. Yeah, I would go with the photo one.
It's whether or not I want to spend the money.
Yeah,
It's the other thing as
He's like,
well.
I don't know, $50 is less. Like, well, motherfucker, you put the price at 50.
I did.
You
I
did
was
it.
fishing.
Yeah, no, of course.
All right, well, that's enough of my problems.
None
Let's
of
get into
those
other people's
problems.
problems.
Yeah, let's answer some problems from the website Yahoo Answers. We choose a question each. We try to provide some advice for these people. And the other thing we do is we choose a theme for each week to name the question askers. And it's Damien's theme.
No, mine.
It's Marcus's theme.
It's my theme.
And?
All right, so this week I want to go with nicknames that people have given to you that you hate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Do you guys have them?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Tom's picture-perfect smile has faded. It's a distant memory.
That's it. Now he's thinking to himself, I hate Smiley.
Tom just hears in his head, needle dick, needle dick.
Well, on that
All right,
note,
Tom,
you wanna
it
go
seems
first?
like you went to a dark place, so let's hear it.
Yeah, you did actually go very dark there.
All right, okay. This one's going to come from... This is my nickname that someone gave me once.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. I think sometimes
I never got nicknames until like when I after school I met people at uni and they came up with the nickname Gonzo. And I was
Gonzo?
like, thank you.
Oh no!
Yeah, like look, you're
Tying into Muppets again.
Yeah,
For what
exactly.
reason?
That's no, Tom.
So they gave me the nickname Gonzo, which
How long did that last?
it didn't last very long, but I was just like, oh, okay, thanks, man. I'm like, yeah, Gonzo.
Why they call you Gonzo?
Well, they said because my nose hooks
Oh,
down.
that's not nice.
dude.
That is a mean
I know,
nickname.
dude.
That is a
It's
mean
cruel.
nickname.
Kids can be so cruel.
Kids could be, especially like
Kids say the
teenagers.
cruelest things.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so Gonzo writes in.
Okay.
Do you think I should be let off detention because I said sorry to my teacher? Today I had English and I messed about in class, talking, throwing paper around, etc. My teacher said that unless I start to behave, I would be punished. I ignored this and carried on talking and messing about. My teacher gave me the last warning. Again, I carried on and then she said, detention, this Friday, 3:15 to 5. As this was my first detention, I had no idea it was for so long. We had to sit at our desks in total silence and write punishment essays. I have to write a 4-page essay on why it's so important to behave in class. I said sorry to my teacher and I explained if I had known how long detention was, I would have behaved. And because of that, and the fact I have said sorry, I should be let off. And she said, no. I will be punished.
She said it like that too?
Yes, no. I will be punished, and I need to learn that if you break the rules or misbehave, you will be punished. I think I should be let off or given another chance. What do you think, Gons?
I love this guy's logic of like, I wouldn't have murdered that person if I knew I was going to get the chair.
What, 25 to life?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, you know what? You go rob a bank, you get caught, you give the money back. I say you're
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
His
It's-
logic is flawed in that. He's like, I didn't know there would be consequences to my actions.
Yeah, right.
So now I apologize.
Yeah.
Surely saying sorry is enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
which
it's good enough for God.
That's right. Yeah.
It's good enough for
God
God.
lets
to-
everybody off.
I should not have stabbed that man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
I've learned
sorry.
the hard way. Did you boys ever get detention?
Look, I can't say I've got detention very often. I wasn't a bad boy in school.
Yeah, you were
But-
at front of the class.
I was
Guys,
front of the
keep
class.
it down. We're trying to learn here.
Exactly. I wasn't like that. But that being said, I did get a few things here or there. Like there was like punishments, not detention necessarily, but I got a few things. But one thing I remember when I was actually talking about this with a couple of my friends a while ago was in primary school. The whole class decided not to do the book report. Like the teacher's like, the book report's due on this day.
Wait, was this a what's the word?
Mutiny.
Yes. Is it coup d'etat? What is this? Were you striking for a reason?
What happened was the teacher gave this book report.
Okay.
The teacher got sick. It said it's due at the end of the term,
Okay.
which is like 5 weeks away.
Yeah.
And then she got sick for 5 weeks. So we had a sub for 5 weeks.
So you knew she was going to be gone for that time?
No. We just...
You guys were just you were risking it week to week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it got to the point where the sub never brought it up, saying, the book report's due, blah, 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 whatever. And then the day before, she goes, oh, yeah, and by the way, guys, your book report's due tomorrow. And no one had done shit.
So
like,
the teacher had let her know.
yeah, but it was like last
Her
minute.
last dying wish before she passed away.
Yeah. And we're like, what the fuck? So I was like, well, you know what? No one's done anything. Let's just all wing it out. She's a sub teacher. We can get away with it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Sure.
Turns out she was not fine. She was not cool with it. She goes, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, obviously, yes.
she goes, what the hell, everybody? You're meant to do this book report, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's staying in lunchtime until, like, you're going to stay in as many lunchtimes as you have to actually finish the report.
So she stuck to it.
She stuck to it. Turns out it was only 2 days. Like, it was like
Oh,
2
yeah.
lunches, and then she goes, she gave up.
It
Because
seems intense for primary school, I will
yeah,
say.
it was at the grade 6. It was the end.
I
It
don't
was
know.
in
I feel like
primary
some of my
school.